Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I was going to be showing you my new Gara build. This is with the Mending Splinters, the new mod that just came out today. Really awesome. I like this mod a lot because it really opens up a lot of support, because you can also not only heal yourself, but also heal your pets, heal your teammates. It pretty much covers everybody. And it also gives like some crazy ass resistance. So you got to remember, Gara got some crazy ass resistance. So let me show you the build here. So starting off, I changed off a lot of stuff. I still had a lot of polarities that I had to like switch out and all that. I didn't feel like putting new formas in, so I ended up just leaving it alone. But I did do a new forma for growing power, because what I did was I totally got rid of the damage. So the only thing I have for increased damage is power drift. Pretty much the regular the build, the way it stands right now, is I only have 115% on damage. And I know you right now, you're thinking, oh man, that means she's gonna suck right now. She's not gonna do that much damage. Her buffs are not gonna be that good. But trust me, it still works amazingly, because you're still getting capped out resistances on this. So base, without using the growing power, you're still looking at 81% on your resistance buff on your 2. But if you shoot something before you get started, so you get growing power running, and then you press the 2, you're getting maxed out 90% resistance. So that's why I went with this. That way we could just kind of get the resistance cap, and that's it. That's the main reason. Okay, so the rest of the build, I used prime continuity for duration, as well as augured message. This is definitely awesome that I'm actually getting as much duration as I possibly can with this build, because I wanted to make sure that I had no negative on this at all. So I put a lot of thought process into actually getting this evened out as far as modding. I went with auger reach and stretch for range, so no overextended on this. Mending splinters, I got this running. And then we have streamline for efficiency, as well as prime flow for some more energy max. I went with prime flow mainly because I saw that I was having some energy problems here and there. So it's definitely worth it to have a flow in there. If you don't have prime flow, then just put the regular flow. It will still be just as good. But yeah, I definitely went with this. That way I didn't have that minus duration on using fleeting, because that's something that really hurts the build a lot. Because duration is definitely really important with Gara. Both duration and also just getting as much range as you can too. That way the 2 is doing its job, which I'm going to show you what it does. But anyway, these are the stats right here. We got duration of 179%, efficiency 130, so that's with the streamline. Range 175 is really nice, and then strength for 115%, but with growing power, it goes up to about 140. So yeah, anyway, that's the build. Let's jump into a mission, and I'm gonna explain a little bit more of how to play Gara and everything. But yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I just made it into a mission. This is a survival with infested. I wanted to explain a little bit about the powers, because there's probably a lot of people that don't really understand how to play Gara, or how to like make just get the best out of her, or the most out of her. The way the 2 works is pretty much like, yeah, you buff yourself and you buff your teammates. Something that I don't really notice people use is that you can actually put it on your carrier too, which will make your carrier invincible. Because now with this Mending Splinters buff, it actually does that healing over time. So that means your carrier is literally invincible, because if he took damage, he's gonna get healed back. So watch this. This is how you pretty much put the 2 on the carrier. So you put it on yourself, obviously. Then you run backwards and you spam 2 until you like look at it. You see, I already put it on him. But you see the way I'm kind of just like turning slowly. That's how you pretty much put it on the carrier itself. The awesome thing about this, something that I really didn't want to explain because I felt like it would probably get nerfed, is you press the 4, obviously, to refresh it. You run outside the bubble, you blow it up. Look at the damage on the bottom right. It actually has a meter now showing you the damage that it's scaling to. So pretty much every time you run into something, it's going to do 2,900 damage, right? Well, the carrier is doing the same exact thing. Okay? So you're doing double of the damage right now. So let's say you keep stacking up that damage, you get 100,000 damage or whatever kind of craziness you want. It's doing literally the same damage you're doing. So when you run into a mob, it's just gonna instantly just evaporate it. There's nothing that could possibly survive ever. Okay, so watch this shit. I didn't even stack any damage. I mean, these are low-level mobs, so they're gonna easily die from the first stack of damage. You see, like right away, boom, that thing died. So I could pretty much just grab it, whatever. You see, I don't have to ever attack anything ever. They literally just walk into me and they die. And you know, the beautiful thing about the 2 is that well, since I put some decent range on it, it's 4 meters that you can be to actually, you know, damage them with the 2. So they could be pretty decently far. You know, you see they take damage right away, 8,000 damage right there. And that's because it's only counting my damage because I just overkilled the shit out of them. If the carrier touches them too, it will do the same damage on top. So I'm doing 11k damage right now, just myself and the carrier on top. So they're both doing 11,000 damage. So we're looking at 22,000 damage easy. These mobs don't even stand a chance. There's no way. So I can probably go up to like level 200s or whatever and still like walk through the mobs and kill them all easily. You know, so yeah, the damage is sick. So it gets to the point where you don't even have to stack damage anymore. You can just kind of just use the 4 to refresh the 2 and fuck it, you just keep rolling. Another really cool thing about Gara is the 3, which a lot of people don't really use that much. The 3 is actually excellent because it pretty much just you can hold off a doorway like this, because they'll just sit there trying to focus on trying to shoot the mirrors instead of actually playing the objective, like, you know, grabbing the objective. If it's one of those I forget what the mission is called when you have to control the area and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Well, that one is they won't even click on the console. They would just be so focused on trying to shoot the mirrors that they won't even care. So this is really good. I actually prefer doing this rather than using the 4 all the time, because when you're fighting level 200s, they blow through that shield so fast. Especially after they nerfed Gara and they got rid of the invincibility of the 4. It's not as strong as it used to be. So I use the 3 a lot because that never lost its power. It was always the same. So that's really awesome. The 1 is only used to just shatter the thing. You don't even want to use it to try to kill mobs or anything. Pointless. It's like if I use the 1, it's like they don't even have a chance to even get to me anyway, because they just instantly blow up. But the main thing you want to do with this build is just keep your eye on the cooldown of the 2. Make sure that that's running. That's the whole thing. But other than that, man, Gara's the shit. I would have put Gara in my top 5 as my number 1. It probably would have beat Nidus, honestly. But I was just kind of afraid to talk about the 2. I'm just being honest. I was afraid to talk about it. I didn't want to get her nerfed or anything, but I feel like now she's probably gonna end up getting nerfed. I don't know. I don't know. DE, don't touch it. Don't touch the 2, please. Don't touch it. Anyway, but that's the build. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. And I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.